Hi guys, welcome to this topic's video, which is going to explain using GeoGebra to do some transformations on some shapes. So this SBAC question asks to use the Connect Line tool to draw this image after these two transformations were done to it. So this shape is going to get reflected over the x-axis, and then it's going to get translated 7 units to the left. So I just wanted to show you in this video how to take shapes, use a Polygon tool, and then use our transformation tools to transform shapes around a plane, and we'll just follow this sequence to do that. So I'm going to try to reproduce this shape real quick in GeoGebra. And one nice thing that you can use, before I get going there, let's see the points here. 4, -1, 3, 0. So we could use our segment tool and reproduce this for sure. So 4, -1, 3, 0. From 3, 0 we go up to 1 or 4, 1. And then looks like 2, 3. Probably should have had this done before the video. 2, 3. Then we go up to 4, 5. Down 1, right 1. And then we just stay here, I think here, and here, right? There's our shape. 6, 1, 6, 1. Okay, so there's the shape that we want to reflect over the x-axis and then translate 7 units to the right or left, to the left. Okay, so the issue with using the segment tool in GeoGebra would be that if we want to transform all these segments and points, the only issue would be that we would need to select everything, which isn't a big deal like this problem. But if we had a lot of other stuff going on in the picture, it might be hard to select just the things that we want to transform, which is where the Polygon tool is very nice. If I click on the Polygon tool and then I just go around in a consecutive order and click on all my vertices, I need to finish my polygon where I started, which to me, and I tell my students, that really helps define that, or be part of the definition of a polygon being a closed plane figure, meaning that when you use your Polygon tool, you actually have to close your shape. You have to end where you started. So again, another nice thing that GeoGebra forces students to use the definition of polygon. So closed will make a little more sense to students using that tool. Okay, so now that we have the polygon, now we can actually take that polygon and manipulate everything together, which is pretty cool. And what it means then we can transform this whole shape together. So if we're going to reflect this shape over the x-axis, then all we have to do is go into our transformation toolbox, grab our Reflect About Line tool. And again, remember guys, if you don't remember how to use a tool, just hover over it with your mouse and it'll tell you, select object to reflect, then line of reflection. So all we have to do is just click in our polygon somewhere, and notice it's highlighted, right? So we selected our polygon, clicked the x-axis, and now we just reflected our shape over the x-axis. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And then the last thing is translate this object 7 units to the left. So when we translate, we need to use a vector, which will describe the directions of our translation. So 2 ways to go about that. Let's just use the Translate by Vector tool. Otherwise, we would have to go to our line toolbox, grab our vector tool, make a vector, and then grab our translate tool. But if we use the Translate by Vector tool, we can go ahead and make our vector that is going to show the directions 7 units to the left. So all I have to do is just make sure that I put a vector somewhere. Maybe I'll just you can use a point and do a vector from it, or do a vector that's just out in a space somewhere. Maybe if I start here, for example, and I go 7 units to the left, my scale is going by 2. So if I'm at 18, I just picked a random initial point. But if I go to the left 7, I'm at 2, 4, 6, say 7. Oops. Select object, then translate. Oh, okay, so my bad. I'm gonna start that translation over, I'm going to grab my translate tool. I'm going to select my object, so a reflected image, and then I'm going to create my vector that's 7 units to the left. So start at 18, 2, 4, 6, 7 would be something like right here. And so there's our graph now translated 7 units to the left. The nice thing about the GeoGebra translation is as I change my vector, that translation goes with it. Very nice. Okay, so there is our answer there. But the idea of this whole video, the point of this, is that the Polygon tool is very nice to keep a whole shape together. You can transform the whole polygon. You can also use, in our measurement toolbox where the angle is, we can use the area tool. And if you click in the polygon, it'll just give you the area of that polygon. And you can do whatever math you want with that. But polygons are nice because then we can transform a whole shape by reflecting, translating, or rotating. You can dilate it, and we can find area and all sorts of, and you can also find perimeter. I thought you could find perimeter. Maybe not. Distance or length. Actually, yes. If you use your distance or length tool and click in your polygon, it'll give you the perimeter of the polygon as well. So, polygon tool, pretty handy. Reflecting and transforming, also a very nice feature in GeoGebra.